destroy our brethren in that hole.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Larva and Mini duking it out on Shakuras Plateau. It's another RJB replay. Bottom left it's going to be Mini, our yellow Protoss. And on the top left it's going to be a purple Zerg. It is Larva. So, two classic colors for two classic players. They know each other very well. They are talking to each other in Korean here. And what else do you do with your 390 APM when there's nothing else to do other than maybe scout with an Overlord and just put drones onto which mineral patch you want, right? Right. So, a PvZ for you this Saturday. Hit that like button if you're excited to see Larva versus Mini, two incredibly elite players in the StarCraft world today. And here on Shakuras Plateau. Boom. The Patreon guest this week at patreon.com/FalconPaladin featured Larva and Mini on Overwatch. It is an incredible, incredible game. Check it out at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Hang on a second. This is a 9-pool. 9-pool opening here from Larva. There are Lings in your future, and it's a gateway opening from Mini. Ooh, but he is scouting the right way, so maybe there is some hope for him. Alright. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is a build order disadvantage here for Mini. Wow. Extractor tricking to get 10 out of 9 supply. Saving up those larvae. Yep, saving up those larvae. Making an Overlord. The probe says, yes. The spawning pool is almost done. There is no natural. And bam. Nice timing. 3 sets of Lings on the way at exactly 2 minutes from Larva with this 9-pool opening. Mini says, alright. I'll just make a Zealot. 1 Zealot versus 6 Lings. Not an even fight. That is certainly the case. So we're going to keep 1 Ling back home to fight against this probe. This Zealot is here. Another Zealot. So 2 Zealots to deal with these 5 Lings that are coming down is really not that big a deal. Like, honestly, this is great. I mean, the problem is catching them, right? Because they are faster than your Zealots at this stage of the game. And I mean, pretty much every stage of the game, they're going to be faster than your Zealots. Assuming you don't skip metabolic boost entirely, which, Anyway, yeah, Zealot's like, I got this. And his buddy pops out just in the gosh darn nick of time, too. Probe snipe. Lings heading out. They're like, well, yeah, we can't fight these guys. We got to kill as many probes as we can as long as we're here. And this is fine. This is totally fine. Third base coming up from Larva back home. Taking his natural, too, obviously. Hard to take a third base if you don't have your nat. But not that you have to. You can definitely get your third base before you get a hatchery at your natural. It's just not exactly an encouraged strategy. Ooh, almost got a probe there. Not quite able to do it. Getting, hits off on that Nexus. Not going to kill it. We can play Ring Around the Rosie here on the Nexus all we want, but we're never doing really any true damage to that thing. Ooh, but probe maybe? No, okay. And that was the injured one. They probably could have killed it, but they wanted to come back in and see. When's the gas? Can force a cancel on that pylon? No, we're too late for that, unfortunately. On that probe. It's taken a lot of hits from Lings and is definitely still alive. Whoa! Zealot made it all the way up here. Okay. Hey, man, another Zealot's coming as well. It's a probe and a Zealot, but man, this is okay. This is a good number of Lings. However, you get behind the minerals and you can stay there forever. So both players are doing little tier 1 unit harassment plays in each other's main bases, and both units are both players are having a hard time dealing with that. This guy's like, sure, I'll hack away at your hatchery. Not a problem. Let's do that some more. And what do we got? What do we got, friends? It is... okay, Zealot dies. Got some good kills, though, that's for sure. Probe dies. New Zealot shows up. More Zealots, dude. Mini is playing the Bisu strat here. Send Zealots at the Zerg player until they are dead. Not a bad strategy. The Larva seems to be making enough Lings to handle it. He's getting metabolic boost. He's getting a lair. Ooh, a drone just died. Ooh, another drone just died. These Zealots pop out of their hidey hole spot and get some work done. This is the guy getting all the kills now. So yeah, it's one Ling at a time attacking this thing. Ah, it's so annoying. This is so annoying. So much easier to deal with a slow Ling in your base. Another Zealot shows up. There's another one coming too. This is the most concerted Zealot pressure I've seen in a TVZ or a PVZ in a while, and the most I've seen in a TVZ ever. Wow, they forced a cancel on whatever was making those eggs. Probably Zerglings, though. Man, they're getting serious damage on this hatchery now. It's down under 1,000 HP, closer to 9, and then these guys are like, hey, if you want to... Yeah, so they all go into the main base, and you go back on the hatch. This is fantastic. Yeah, they're like, hey, man, you want to attack us at the front? You do that. These Zealots not attacking this hatch, I think, is a problem. They'd be able to kill these Lings if they engaged. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. 3 Lings, man. Dude, Larva is kind of struggling here. My gosh. 6 kills, Zealot. No, get back to safety. 3 kills, Zealot. Drones are dying. More Zealots are here. But finally, enough Lings are committed. No, are they committed enough? My gosh, more Lings. Absolutely getting murked. The drones have to evac. Well, maybe they're just transferring. I don't know. Are they fighting? Dude, it's 17 drones to 31 probes. Mini is just absolutely going ham on a Larva here. It's not like Larva is going to die right now, but my goodness. His economy is not nearly as much as he wants to. Like, keeping the hatches alive is really nice. Not that there was some concerted effort to kill them by Larva, but, you know. There could have been. Spire coming in. We got our +1 air weapons upgrade here. Zealots. At the third base. 0 kills on this guy. Oh, he gets a drone before he dies. What an absolute boss. Okay, so we've settled down, I think. I think at this point, all the Lings that exist can do whatever they want. They're not getting through this. There's a cannon. There's Zealots. If there were a lot of Lings, which there sort of are a lot of Lings, but also a Spire coming in. And also this Corsair has a kill. Because the Spire's not done yet, and there's not a Hydra Den. Mini is bullying right now. Absolutely bullying, like an absolute Protoss bully. I love it. Oh, these Lings want this gateway. They get the gateway. That was cool, but they can't exactly get in and do anything else is the problem. Dude, the supply block on Larva. So his Spire's going to finish. He's not going to be able to build any Scourge. There we go. Supply block over. Scourge in production. Here goes nothing. You have your window of the time it takes to build a set of Scourge to save your Overlords. And, well, bam. That's another Overlord down. This one's probably going to die. No, the Scourge are finishing up. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, my gosh. 2 Corsairs with Death Wish. They're working on +1 air weapons, too. Scourge, take out one of the Corsairs. Where's the other set of Scourge? Save this Overlord. Save him. Ooh, they did. They saved him. Great job. Jukes. Oh my gosh. He wants to kill it. He's gonna get it. He's coming back around. He knows he's not making it home. So might as well. Oh, the Scourge control, but the Jukes. Okay. Has he given up on that Overlord? Maybe. It's like letting some shields regen? Maybe. Oh gosh. Oh, he juked through that too. These Lings are trying to do stuff, but not really getting anything done. Okay. Died. Probably maybe should have dive bombed the Overlord, but man, good save from Larva. That is tough. The number of pro games we see where it's just incredibly tough for the Zerg player with Scourge to catch those Corsairs. Sometimes it seems easy. Sometimes it seems hard, in all fairness. All right, man. Zealots, here to rock. Hey, look, there are no Sunkens here. This is a little bit problematic. But look, he's trying. He's doing his very, very best. Oh, and he made some mutas against +1 Corsairs. Falcon's favorite thing in the world. The Sunken comes up, gets 2 hits off, and then dies. These Zealots take down the other creep colony. These Zealots chase into the third base. Are there any Sunkens in here, Falcon? No. Dude, the number of times we see Zerg players not make Sunken colonies at all, and then just sort of die is way too high. Okay, there's a Sunken at the third, and he was trying to get a couple Sunkens at the natural base too. Fine, but it's 57 to 22 workers. The early Zealot counterattack pressure against the early 9 pool Ling pressure was just way more effective for Mini. And then the Corsairs showed up earlier than the Scourge popped out. So the supply block on Larva was a massive problem too. And then just everything has just been kind of leading to this point where Larva's just down. He's down 50% in worker capacity. These Zealots are just focusing down drones while the Sunken tries to kill them. And I mean successfully does so, yes, but yeah, 60 to 30 workers at 10-20. Look, Zerg is supposed to have a worker disadvantage at this stage of the game. Yes, understood. But my gosh. This is beyond what it should be. Should be something like 60 to 40. Like being at 30 here is just not great. Making replacement drones. He's throwing up a Sunken at his Nat because he's like, I understand how this needs to work. There's a DT running around, which is very fun. What are you up to, Dan? Dan the Dark Templar, doing all sorts of Dan things. Okay, well, the Mutas are here with some Scourge to protect them against any Corsairs that exist. Sorry for the camera there. They're like, oh, immediately. Oh, okay, the Corsair Ball shows up. Now the Mutas have no Corsair escorts, or no Scourge escort, then they must flee. Okay, well, no more Mutas are in production. We got 3 sets of Scourge in production. My apologies. Any sign of a third Nexus here for Mini? Yeah, kind of thinking about it. Absolutely. Scourge! Getting some really nice connections. Those Corsairs are not microed at all. Mini's just like, bring it. Oh my gosh, he really says bring it. It's a lot of Scourge, man, but that means there's not as many Mutas or like lurkers or anything else. So this is why the Sunken Sim City is so important, because if there were no Sunkens here, this base would just die. The Mutas are trying to do what they can. The Archons are like, really? You're going to engage with us? He's really trying to keep the Mutas out of the range of those Archons as much as zergally possible here. More Mutas popping out. All right, I guess. I guess the Corsairs are coming back. They're coming back for more. 62 to 37 workers. Larva's taking the opportunity to go ahead on the worker count at least a bit. Dude, these Corsairs, though. Yeah, the Mutas are like, we'll fight you. Oh, man. Beautiful volleys. Wow. If it's 11 Mutas, they should be able to volley down. And it's the +1 Carapace, too. That's massive. Look at him use this high ground position to try to avoid taking Archon hits and sniping down an Archon. That is a sick killer move, too, from Larva. That's why you're here, man. You're here for cool stuff like that from Larva. And also to see what Mini is up to. The aggression was there early. 2 Sunkens at the third base. No Hydras, no Lurkers. 1-1 Zealots. Drones have to get pulled. There are 4 Sunkens now. So the drones evac, because all the Zealots can really do is target fire drones when this is happening. But plus the Mutas are in the house. And then some Zealots flying to the natural base. Try to get some stuff done down here too. This has been so Zealot pressure-y today. Out of Mini. Larva hasn't really had the time to take a deep breath and consider taking a 4th yet, I don't think. Yeah, man, just send Zealots in. Who cares if there's Mutas overhead? Who cares if there are 4 Sunkens at every base? We got this. Just trying to keep Larva from going crazy on the macro, although we did just fire up 4 drones at the same time. That's pretty crazy on the macro, gotta say. 7 Dragoons in production. Dragoons getting them shots off. Man, very nice stuff. Lings on top of the Dragoons, though, while Mutas try to jump on there. 2 Corsairs. Scourge are like, oh, I was going to kill a Corsair, but the Corsairs are gone. So we'll just die to Dragoons, I guess. That's not ideal. Yeah, enough cannons here to deal with this Muta stack, especially if they've been pre-injured by Dragoon shots the entire time. And yeah, Larva needs to kill this 3rd base or get a 4th base, and that's what this drone is all about. He was going to expand here, but then he sends the drone roundabout this way. Maybe going to try to expand down here instead. Or the pathing he's taking indicates that no, he's going to go for a ninja 4th base and hope that Mini doesn't see it. That's the only place that drone is going. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to take this as my 4th, which is really not traditional on this map. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. Remember when there there were DTs out, I can't imagine the DTs did anything. Like, there are Sunkens and Overlords everywhere on these bases. But maybe middle of the map stuff. This is okay. Larva's really committing to this Mutalisk stuff, man. Like, insanely committing to this Mutalisk stuff. This interesting pure Dragoon attack at the natural base is interesting. They don't want to move into these Sunkens or anything, but yeah, they'll take down a macro hatch. Muta's still trying to win against the Corsairs on the ground, or the Dragoons on the ground here. I mean, not terrible, I guess. Yeah, that macro hatch is gonna die. Muta's coming out, take early hits, not ideal. There's now a Sunken, enough to shove these guys back. And remember when I was like, this is an expansion? It's not. Larva has 2 drones at 2 potential expansion locations here on the right side, and he hasn't made a hatch at either one of them. So Ling Muta, like Zerg after my own heart. This is kind of an okay strategy here for enemies going heavy on Dragoons, right? You gotta worry about Archons, yes. You gotta worry about Psionic Storm, always. But dude, this is Ling Muta shenanigans out of a Larva. What a madman. Oh man, 4th base coming up. Oh, there's the double expand. Okay, Larva decides, oh yeah, I sent drones over there a while ago. I wonder how they're doing. Oh, they're not dead? Cool, double expand. But a 4th base warping in from Mini down here on the south side too. This Mutaflock, is he giving them more upgrades? He's not. He's just like, hey, all we need for infinite Mutas I'm investing in is +1 Flyer Carapace. It'll be fine. No upgrades on my Lings at all. So, I mean, they're not going to do... There's not a lot of Dragoons here, though. But the upgrades 2-1 on the Dragoons are going to do a little bit better against these 0-0 Lings than 0-0 Dragoons would do. But the Mutas are just continuing to overwhelm right now. My goodness. Get it. Get it. This is crazy. I've not seen this much commitment to Mutalisks in a ZVP in quite possibly years, y'all. Years. What is this? This is like a strategy you would see on Outsider, which is a really good map for flying units, which is why we see carriers against Zerg sometimes on that map and nowhere else. Did the DT show up and deny this base? It sure seems like it did. Was it you? Maybe. All right. Look at this. It's 53 to 54. 53 even worker count right now. That's massive for Larva. He's killed enough probes and droned up himself a bunch. Wow. Crazy stuff. So the DT didn't check this base. That's huge for Larva. That is so big for Larva. Look at him checking the traditional places that Larva should expand. It's weird. He must have checked this one, but not checked this one, which I find very odd. I really don't know what that's all about. The DT's like, okay, there's not a base here either. And I know there's not a base here. This can't be a 3-basing Larva. He has to have another base somewhere. And he does. You just skipped over it. You could have killed this, but instead chose not to check it, and then you leave this 12 o'clock and Larva expands there too. That's incredible. That is so beneficial for Larva. But hold on a second. The DT has arrived. He's like, well, can't stop the base probably. Let's take down a creep colony. That seems like something we could do. Ling Muta jumping on this base. My gosh, it's so many Mutalisks. It's insane. The probes have to evac. This DT wins the fight against the Sunken, and now all these drones are in a lot of trouble. They have to fight against a Dark Templar with 2-1 upgrades who can one-volley them. Oh no, this is so bad. Losing this base is bad too, but losing this base is worse for Larva. Oh, Lurker tech is out now, by the way. You probably heard some Lurker spines there a minute ago. So Lurker's going to do pretty well. Holy crap, this Dark Templar. 9, dude, send something. Okay, we're sending some Lings down to save these drones' lives. Big deal. Biggest deal here. Man. All right. So Larva does have this 12 o'clock 4th base to fall back to. The 4th base of Mini will probably die. Pump. Okay. Does he not have any observers? Why does he? Is that why he's not going in here? Doesn't have any obs? I feel like that's why he's not going in here, is because he doesn't have any obs. Okay, 4th Nexus finally goes down for Mini. That's huge. He does not have a new 4th base. This DT is hacking away at this 12 o'clock hatch. Do Overlords not have speed yet? Where are the Overlords going? What is happening? This DT's gonna get a hatch kill. Oh my gosh, 11 kills, and one of the things is a hatch. Okay, DT gonna die? No, he's still here. He's doing great. He's probably gonna die to Lurker Splash, though. Hang on, Overlord showed up. DT is still alive, mind you. Lurker Splash, Muta's gonna take him down. Something. He's got 14 kills. This game is bonkers. I cannot. This commitment to Ling Muta Lurker is so foreign to me. But you know, it's a 3-basing Protoss and a 4-basing Zerg. So maybe Larva is not in that terrible of a spot. He's up 63 to 43 workers. He's completely flipped the worker count. Right on its head. Sniping High Templar as you do when you have Mutalisks at 21 minutes. That's your most important job. Killing probes is also very good. Sniping down cannons, maybe. Yeah, killing that thing before it comes up is so hot. Continuing to deny this base. This base is here, though, so... And this 12 o'clock is coming back. So it is technically 3 base to 4 base. Zerg's on even footing economically. Mini's on 3 bases, almost to 4 bases when that 4th base pops. I guess this one's going to pop too. We're just kind of keeping pace economically, except there's only 38 probes on the ground. So many probes have died, both at this 4th base, the Muta Harass at the natural base. The main base had some Muta Harass coming at it too. Absolutely crazy. Hive upgrade coming in. Drones. Oh, the drone transfer. Why would you send them alone? Oh, Larva. That worker count is down to 58 now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so the Archons don't get on top of that drone transfer. That would have been game-ending stuff. Okay, Lurkers without any Dark Swarm, because that Hive's not done yet, because we invested so much into Mutalisks. Sniped and Obs. Backup Obs does exist. Pushing up to this base. Lurkers are taking their pound of flesh in this engagement. Did the other Obs get sniped? Oh, it did. There's only one Lurker here, though. Surely you can kill it. Surely you have 2 Storms in amongst all of these High Templar. You got like 1 Storm, and he just used it on the Mutas instead, which seems fine, I guess. Seems totally fair. Look at this, just coming up the left side so the Lurker can't hit them over here. That's incredible. These are +3 Dragoons, by the way. Archons. Okay, when Archon gets sniped, the Ling Muta combo is pretty strong. And they're like, do we want to just kill this hatch? I don't know. The Dragoons, there you go. They get the sunken. They get the hatch. That's huge. That's huge. This Nexus has come up. This hatch is dead. The math is saying that we're actually okay if we're mini, despite the fact that we're down 56 to 39 workers. 56 to 39. Adrenals on the way from Larva. His priority today when that Hive finished was getting Adrenal. He's not necessarily getting a Defiler Mound as fast as Zergly possible. He's got the money for it, though. He could toss one down. Ling Muta Lurker trying to bust out this newest source of income for Mini. All the Mutas are dead. Cannon trying to hold. Lurkers preventing reinforcements from getting here in time, maybe. Maybe, possibly. This is looking tough. Oh my gosh, all these probes are dying. Ah, Larva, is he staging the comeback of the year right now? This game might get an epic tag just for this comeback to this point alone for Larva. Okay, hang on. No Dark Swarm on these Lurkers makes them a lot easier to deal with. Direct damage doing all of the damage here. Larva retaking the 12 o'clock. You know it's an insane game. We're at 25 minutes, and the Zerg player hasn't even tried to take a 6th base yet. He's had 5 bases for a hot minute, but that time has not been a long time. Okay, Lings have Adrenal, and they've got their 0 attack upgrades, which is not ideal, but if you want to snipe a ton of probes with Adrenal Lings with those kind of upgrades, you can. Oh, and he finishes the Nexus. Huge! Humongous! Oh my gosh! Mini takes the lead, and now Larva takes the lead by sniping that newest Nexus. There's not enough money to rebuild it either. He needs to get some long-distance mining or just use the money here from the third base to do it. Ooh. Overall supply is about even, which means that Mini's army is about 30 supply bigger than Larva's army right now. I don't know that Larva has completely foregone the option of getting a defiler mound, but it kind of seems like he has in some ways, right? Kind of feels like he has. I'm not seeing one in the production tab. He's had the gas at least to do it for pretty much since the hive finished. But he's... man, I don't know. If you can you go 25 minutes against Mini without a defiler mound and defeat him? I don't know. Man, more long-distance mining drones in a massive battle. No, not enough lings to do that. Observer slow. No ob speed joining the party here yet. Going for that 12 o'clock, knowing if we wait until Dark Swarm arrives, that's going to be tough. Scourge hunting for obs actually don't find it. They just kind of sit on top of an Archon and die. This 12 o'clock base is going to die, and it's going to put us back on even footing economically. This game is crazy. The back and forths on this game, the twists and the turns have been nothing short of incredible. As Larva loses the 12 o'clock base for the second time today. Possibly the third time. Yeah, the DT killed it once, the Dragoons killed it another time, and then this army killed it the other time. That's exactly what happened. Good memory, Falcon. You nailed it. You nailed it, lads. Alright. Ling, Lurker, busting on down. My gosh, this is crazy. This is absolutely bonkers. Lings, Lurkers, busting in. No. Not happening. But this army into Sunken Town, USA. They're like, we don't care. Scourge, they get the obs. They got the obs. And the pullback from the Protoss. This is making another observer. You just kind of need to show up to these battles with like 6 observers, I think. A backup and a backup and a backup and a backup and a backup will do it. Yeah, man. Okay, Mini has enough money to expand, but Lings control this position right now. There's a Ling covering this area too. Very nice by Larva to do that. Okay, new obs is out. Another ob's on the way. We're just constantly producing obs because we need them. Because that's what's going to make us win this game. Dude, +3 Archons are so good against Lings. They're just their little squishy bodies are not meant to fight here. Okay, there are 560 minerals here. You can probably throw down a Nexus. Just going to throw that out there. You probably definitely could. Gosh. 109 to 84 supply, but only 22 probes remain from Mini. 22, but also the fact that Larva's not getting a defiler mound is incredibly concerning for me. How many times have you seen a Zerg player defeat a Protoss at the 30-minute mark without having a defiler mound? It's not a lot. It is not very many times, is it? The Dark Templar has a lot of plans, and 23 kills? Okay, 27 kills. I think my screenshot was a little bit too late to catch the 27 kill count. I think I got it at 26. Let's go back in and make another one for the thumbnail, because you guys want to see that, right? Of course you do. Okay, we're back. We've got 2 obs this time. None of these High Templar are lagging behind. 2 free High Templar is not a good start for this attack for Mini. He's still long distance mining down in that bottom left. Okay, here we go. This is a very important moment for Mini. He busts in. The Sunken's doing terrible, terrible damage. He double storms the Lurks. They're gone. All that's left are 4 Sunkens. Lings on the backside trying to wrap around. They're just not. Where is Larva's army? Why are they not defending this? I don't know, but the Archons do a lot better against Lurkers when there isn't any Dark Storm protecting those guys. Look at him trying to expand top right. It's like, maybe that will be better, but dude, you're down 96 to 54 supply. Mini has 22 probes. 22, man. Oh. Drones. Okay. So I don't know. Is there, like, what is there for Larva? He's got a bunch of Scourge. He's got a bunch of Overlords. He's got a handful of Hydra Ling. With no attack upgrades on the Hydras, +1 on the Lings, but they're killing so many probes on the other side. 16 probes remain. This base exists for Mini. That's about all we've got going for us right now, Protoss fans. But also, this is mined out, this is mined out, and this is mined out. So, yeah, this is epic tagged. I cannot believe this game. Larva's going to go ahead and long-distance mine from this left side 9 o'clock position to try to get a new hatchery. He's tried going here, no. Tried going here, no. Tried going here 3 times, no. Mini's income is not good, but it is probably better than the Zerg players with this long-distance mining strategy. Mini decides to come... Oh, look at him hunting the obs. Look at this obs hunt. Look at this obs hunt. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That is an insane obs hunt with those Scourge. Are there... Okay, I heard some lurkers burrowing in. Here they are. Where's the obs? Oh, lurkers. Okay, sniped it. Fall back. Fall back. Make them unburrow and chase you. Snipe and then fall back. Another obs is in production. There's an observer right here. Bring it. Oh, there's one right here too. Run, observer. Run. No. Don't get spotted. Oh my gosh, the Scourge are here. Those Scourge are here, but there's no detection here though. Dude, it's so easy. It's so easy for detection to show up. They've got speed and everything. This is absolutely the craziest. This is a crazy ZVP. I'm amped for this. I hope you are too. Hit that like button if you are, and subscribe. Scourge, come in. No, they do catch one of the obs, I think, but there was a second obs back there. Do we have enough money for more Scourge? Yes, there's one in production. Bring the obs up. Bring it up. Okay, good storm. Great. One lurker gets sniped. Hard to replace that, says Larva, as he's trying to get a hatch here at the left side. It's very touch and go. Another great storm catches the Hydras. Archons just kind of bust in. He explodes for the trouble as Zealot gets evaporated by a lurker spine 2. This lurker's gonna die. The Scourge do not make their connections. 2 obs remain, and that's a GG. Larva taps out. Oh, Mini gets the win. Gets the win on 31 minutes and 43 seconds with 68 total supply and 16 probes. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, we're epic tagging that. I cannot believe Mini came back from this. I can't believe Larva came back from this. Larva was down 60 to 30 workers, fought and scratched and clawed his way, killing probes on the other side, droning up on the other hand. Mini's like, oh, you don't have any Dark Swarm at all? Or Plague? Neat. Kills hatcheries a million times. Manages to take the lead. The Ling counterattacks Adrenalings with no attack upgrades for a lot of that for Larva. Managed to even the score. But then Mini's just, yeah, Mini's like, look, man, I can't believe I'm playing a late game ZVP with no Dark Swarm or Plague. This is great. This is the best experience of my life. That's an 18 kill Archon. No big deal. I mean, 13 kill, 17 kill, 16 kill, and a 4 kill Dragoon. Not bad at all. It's just not a huge army. This is 2 Archons and 5 Dragoons. 12 kills on that guy. That's it. That's the army. He brought everything he had. Could have brought some probes along, but fighting against lurkers with probes is not great. Ooh, there's a High Templar down here with full energy. He never got the Kateran Amulet upgrade. That's how touch and go this game has been. No Kateran Amulet upgrade. Oh, I guess these guys are up here too. They could have participated. Dang it, Mini. You didn't have to have 4 Archons denying this base. You could have brought them down to make this a little bit easier. Whatever, man. What a game. Wow. Check out RJB, man. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV. 217,000 points, 221,000 points. Mini more point total. Got outproduced by about a 3-to-1 ratio today, but the kill death ratio was 5-to-2, so that makes it worth it. Both players lost about 30 buildings, which is a lot in a ZVP. And the outspend here from Larva was by about 4,000 resources in 31 minutes. I mean, that's right on the border. That's right on the border of where you want to be in a PvZ. It's not great. And it wasn't enough, obviously, here today, but it could have been worse. Okay. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. That's an epic tag for sure. You got 2 epic PvZs this week. I'm not going to tell you what happened in the other one and be given an epic tag, but it was Shuttle versus Killer on Polypoid. Check it out if you haven't. Okay? Okay. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.